So, if you have watched my previous videos, you would know by now what was going on in West Asia and South Europe. The reason that is obvious and clear but not historically recorded for the spread of Christianity in Europe is that Holy Rome wanted to remain the one in power and dominance. Under Holy Rome, the South Europeans who lost their languages, cultures, and identities now started fighting for the Romans. If anyone has read the Torah or the Bible's Old Testament, they would know the beginning of these religions originates from Mesopotamia or modern day Iraq or Iran. The story of the flood or virgin birth also comes from Mesopotamia and Greece, respectively. Like I said, this all started in Mesopotamia. When Abraham, the nomadic prophet, immigrated to modern day Palestine and Israel, he little knew about the impact of his immigration and what it would result in. He was originally from Ur, a city town in ancient Mesopotamia. He was claimed to have dreamt about a promised land. I don't know, or maybe he took some drugs. The thing is, the promised land, for reasons known to these desert nomads, was yet another desert. But yeah, the reality was that floods and other natural disasters made these people relocate to the westmost side of Asia. But Noah, a Jewish prophet from Egypt, took some old books from Alexandria Library and connected himself to immigrants from modern day Iraq. I think or guess this is not there in any of the historical records. And that was this guy, Abraham, not the son of Shah Rukh Khan, but the one who was named as one of the earliest prophets. The story goes that these nomads of Mesopotamia fell in love with simplicity and kindness of ancient Palestinians when traveling. And boy, the effect of that kindness was returned, but in a way much more cruel. I just I just cannot speak about it here. Now, this is still all about Arabs and Iran or Iraq, which is, West Asia. How does Europe come into the picture? Islam happened, and a unity that got created between these Arab tribes that could previously only hurt and destroy each other. So that worried the Romans. Jesus could not unite the tribes of Europe that fast, and it took centuries of agenda that still continues in modern times to make that happen. The same unity or brotherhood in Islam is mocked and looked down on today, something very necessary and required for peace back then. Iran and Iraq, two countries in West Asia, also quickly converted to Islam. But the time it took to spread Christianity and the agenda by the Romans for this thirst and even a thrill for dominance, well, that now became a virus like thought process. People started converting and changing the very definition of Christianity or what Jesus actually was talking about or doing. They Europeanized the entire belief system, and their tribal mentality finally united. What started in some desert due to difficult lives and slavery by ancient Egyptians became a worldwide religious domination through subjugation, conversion, and destruction. The main reason for Romans to use Christianity is because it was a tool for them to get back to the days of glories when they subjugated the majority of Europe, and that continues even today. But all of what I said is my perception and deduction, based on the research and opinion, if I may. Because do you genuinely think that modern day Europeans or now Americans have any love or value for any human born and raised in Arabia? They hated and still hate what Jesus represented, yet use his imagery to push their propaganda for racism and imperialism. All the ethnicities and their descendants from Europe consider Vatican City inside modern day Italy as their religious center. Asia is still a land of mysticism to them, west or east. The thing that Romans started thousands of years back, they still continue it today under a different guise. The history is a complicated area, and it's a different timeline for a lot of people with a lot of complexities and intricacies. But for me, it's just simple. What started during Roman civilization just happens to continue even today. um, I would have loved making these videos, but this would be the last one for a while, since I would also be focusing on creating gaming content. As much as I love, history, games are my life, and I live for both eating yummy food and playing PC games. So if you like these kind of historical videos, follow me for more, and I might try to take some time to create them. Thank you for watching.